Hello everyone, welcome. And give it a second to get going, but let's review what we're going to do today. So, my name is Liz, and this is Get Your Play Online, and this week is back to school week. And so I thought it would be a great idea to teach you guys some signs that you might be able to use in your classrooms if you're a teacher or a student even. You could maybe teach your class these and then you guys can use them at school. So that's what I thought I would do today for back to school. So what we're going to learn today is a lot of basic signs, which are going to be really important to learn. So a lot of basic things that will be helpful for talking to your teachers or other students. So we're going to review some flashcards. We have a lot of them today. So we're going to try and move through them pretty quickly. But so this is the flashcards for today. And then the plan is we're going to read Moses Goes to School, which is a book about a deaf child named Moses who goes to school. And he uses sign language in his school. So we are going to practice with Moses some signs and learn a little bit about Moses going to deaf school. And then we are going to do a little scavenger hunt as we always do in activities. So we're going to do a little scavenger hunt where I'm going to pick out a sign and I'm going to hold it up and you guys are going to try and find something that relates to that sign. So, for example, let me see. Let me pull one out. Don't like. So, something that you maybe don't like. So maybe try and find something like a class that you maybe don't like or something like that. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to do a little scavenger hunt. So that will be really fun. Um, and then what we're going to do is we'll listen to a song and then we will be done for today. Trying to figure out where I pulled that out of. Anyways, I'm just going to put it back in here. Okay, so, and that's the plan for today. So flashcards, book about Moses, scavenger hunt, and then song. So let's get started. We have a lot of cards to go through today and words to go through today. So let's get started. ASL back to school. So our first sign is student. So I'm going to hold it up. Student. So what you're going to do for student, so you're going to have your palm facing up. And then you're going to act like you're grabbing that, like there's knowledge in your hand and you're grabbing it up and bringing it to your head like a student. Perfect. So that is a sign for student. Our next sign is school. So this one, you patch your palms together like that. School. And we'll see this one in Moses' book as well. So school. Okay, and now we have teacher. So, teacher, it's like this. Teacher, teacher. Perfect. That's the sign for teacher. All right, and then our next sign is art. So, for art, you use your pinky like it's a paintbrush or whatever you're drawing with, and then your hand like it's a canvas. So, for art, you have your hand as your canvas, and you use your pinky to write on it. All right. Then our next sign is gym or PE. So there are two signs. So if you're signing PE, you would finger spell it P-E. P-E. And then for gym, you kind of curl your fingers in like this, and you go like this, like you're lifting a weight or something. And that's the sign for gym. All right, our next sign is water. So for water, you make a W, and I will try and link the alphabet as well, and probably the alphabet, the numbers, and colors that I've done in the past, because I think that those would also be helpful in a classroom if you are a student or a teacher who was wanting to implement some ASL into your classroom. So, water, you make a W and you tap it on your chin. Like this, water. All right, and then our next one is pen. So for pen, it's very similar to art. So you use your hand as the paper, and then you kind of act like you're holding a pen and kind of just act like you're writing something. Perfect. Pen. All right, let's see. Our next sign is book. So, book, you put your hands together like this, and then you open them up. Book, and you do that twice. Book. Perfect. I'll show it again. Book. Our next sign is pencil. So, you have your pen shape again, so like this with your fingers touching, like that. And you bring it up to your mouth, and then bring it down to your paper and write. Pencil. Perfect. Okay, and our next sign is write. So for this one, you write like you're writing a letter. So you have your hand as your paper, and then you just write. Just like that. Perfect. So write. All right, our next sign is a school subject. Okay. Our next sign is history. So for history, you make your hand into an H hand shape, and then you bring it down and up. History. Just like that. Okay. Then we have notebook. So for notebook, you bring it kind of together with write and book. I'm off by. Okay. Okay, my computer said it disconnected for a second, so I just want to double check and make sure that I'm still live. Okay, I'm just double checking to make sure that we are all good. Okay, perfect. I think I'm good. Okay, I just wanted to check. Okay, so for notebook, you do the sign for write and book. So if you remember, write is like this. So pen is like this, and write is across. So write, book. Write, book. All right. Our next sign is science, which is very fun. So we have science. So for science, you have your hands like this with your thumbs out. So fists with your thumbs out. And then you kind of bring them around each other. Like that. And that's the sign for science. Okay, next we have physics. So for physics, you have your hands hooked like this, and you bring them together, and you bring them down. I think. The flashcard's kind of hard to tell, so I think that's right. All right. Next, we have study. Ooh. Next, we have study. So study, you have your palm like this, and then your other hands kind of wiggle back and forth toward your palm. So study. Perfect. All right. Next, we have library, one of my personal favorite places. So for library, you have the L hand shape, and you bring it around in a circle. Library. All right. Next, we have like. So for like, you take your middle finger and your thumb, and you bring them to your chest, and you pull them out and pull them together. So like. Just like that. So like. Perfect. Okay. So our next sign is don't like. So maybe this is something that you don't like. So that you have like, and then you can have don't like. So if there's something you don't like, it's the same action, but instead of bringing it like this, you bring it like that. You kind of flick it away. Don't like. And you kind of make your face nose scrunched up, and you just kind of make like a you kind of face. So don't like. Don't like. Okay, our next sign is the sign for music, another school subject. So for music, you hold your arm like this, flat, and then you act like you're playing something on your arm. So you just slide it back and forth. Music. Perfect. So that's the sign for music. Then our next sign is yes. So for yes, you nod your head and you take your fist and you act like your fist is a head and it's nodding as well. Yes. Yes. So, yes. Our next sign is no. So for this one, you have your thumb and your pointer and your middle fingers, and you bring them together. No. No. And you shake your head no. 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 Just like that. No. Okay. Next sign is please. Now, please and sorry are going to look very similar. So I want you guys to really pay attention to how I'm holding my hand. So for please, I hold my hand open palmed and around in a circle. So, please, please. Okay. And then our next sign, like I said, is going to look very similar. It's sorry. However, instead of an open palm, like please, sorry is a closed fist and around in the circle. Sorry. Sorry. Just like that. Okay. And our next sign is the sign for thank you. So, thank you. Thank you. So you have an open hand or open palm with fingers together. Thank you. And you bring it out. So, thank you. Thank you. Just like that. Okay. Our next sign is the sign for lunch. So, for lunch, you have your hand like this, and this means noon. And then you eat. Just like that. All right. So, this is a lot of students' favorite time of the day. It is recess. However, there isn't a good sign for recess in sign language. So, I am instead going to teach you guys the sign for break. So, for break, I'm going to show it to you and then I'm going to show it to you. So, for break, you hold your two bottom fingers together, your three top ones apart, and then you bring your hand into between your middle and ring finger. Break, 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 break. Just like that. And that's the sign for break. It's a pretty easy sign. Our next sign is class. So for class, you use the C hand shape. C, class, class, class. Perfect. All right. Now we have the sign for all done. So when you are all done, all done. So open palm or hands together with fingers closed and just wipe it away. All done. All done. All done. All done. Just like that. You can have your fingers apart too. So just like all done, finished. Either way. All done. Okay. Next we have favorite. So this one would go really well with a lesson on colors. So you could use colors to teach them favorite as well. So my favorite color is pink. So you can use it that way as well. So favorite. So you use your middle finger and you kind of set it up like this. Favorite. Favorite. All right, our next sign is the sign for help. So if you needed help with something, this is how you would get help in American Sign Language. So, help, help. If you want to ask someone, can you help me? Help me. And if you want to help someone, ask someone if they need help, help, help. It's like you're offering your help. All right, our next sign is ready. So are you guys ready? Ready. So you make R on both sides. Ready? 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 It might be a little harder to make the hand shape in your non-dominant hand. I know it is for me. So it just takes a little bit of getting used to. Right, our next sign is the sign for computer. So computer is the C hand shape. So you set it up like this is a table and you hit your wrist and bring it around. Computer. Computer. I have a Fitbit, so it likes to get in the way. Computer. Okay, our next sign is bathroom. So to ask if you need to go to the if you can go to the bathroom, you put your hand in a T, you wave it back and forth. So, and then you maybe say, bathroom please, bathroom please, something like that. Okay, next we have the sign for ASL because ASL is a class that some places have. So ASL is ASL, ASL, ASL. So it's just finger spelled. All right, this next sign is going to be one that's really important this upcoming year in the school year. So that sign is mask. So a lot of places, if they're in person, have to use masks. So for mask, you hold your hands like this and you bring them across your face, kind of drawing the shape of a mask. So mask, mask, mask. So bringing both sides from your nose and your chin out. Mask, mask. Perfect. All right. The next sign is another school subject. So the next school subject that we're going to learn is business. So as elementary students, you might not know this, have to know this one, but I thought I'd include it for any high schoolers or middle schoolers who might need to know it. So for business, you curl up your hand, your non-dominant hand, and then you make the B hand shape and you just bring it down to your wrist and tap with your wrist. So business. Perfect. Business. Okay, so our next sign is another high school subject. So it is speech. So for speech, hold your hand flat, fingers together, and you move your wrist forward and back. Speech. Speech. Just like that. All right. Our next sign is another different subject. So our next subject is Spanish. So for Spanish, you curve both of your fingers, hold your non-dominant hand right at about your chest level, and then you bring one up to your shoulder and down. Spanish, Spanish. So a foreign language. Right, our next one is drama. So for drama, it is a very similar sign to acting. So you hold your hands in an A hand shape and you spin them around. So acting. Just like that. Acting. Drama. Okay. Our next sign is, hold on, my cards got a little unorganized somehow. So I want to find, all right, next we have another foreign language. We have French. So for French, you hold your hand in the F hand shape, which looks like this, and you kind of flick it back. So you kind of just spin your wrist. French, French, French. Just like that. Okay. Our next sign is hold on. Okay. Our next sign is the sign for more. So how to ask if you want more of something. So I want more, please. More. So you bring your fingers all together and then you tap them. More. And make sure to add please. So next we have don't want. So something you don't want. So want is like this and don't want is like this. Don't want. Don't want. Don't want. So want, don't want. Our next signs are going to be some question signs. So we have who, what, when, where, why, how, all of those. So first is who. 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 So for who, you put your thumb on your chin and then you bring your other finger, your pointer finger, into your mouth almost. So, who. Who. You bend this knuckle. Who. Just like that. Our next sign is what. So, what. 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 So, open palms and facing up and just what. What. So this is a good one to ask if you are maybe confused. Another sign is when. So for when, you have your pointer finger, you bring it around. So when. So you bring it around in a circle. When. So that is the sign for when. Our next sign is how. So how. How. And moving on to our next one, where. Where. So you put your pointer finger up and just wave it side to side. Where. Where. And then we have which. So for which. So maybe you have a choice to make. Which. And our next sign and last sign is why. So for why, you put your middle finger on your head and you bring it down. Why? 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 Just like that. All right. So I'm going to set these aside and let's get on to our book for today. So today we are going to be reading Moses Goes to School. So when I sign a sign that you guys know, school, see if you can follow along and do it with me. Oh, and this sign has ASL in it, so it's a very special book. So right here we have Moses teaching us how to sign I go to school. So let's do it. I go to school. So I go to school. So that's what Moses is teaching us how to sign. Okay. So let's get started. Let's read the author's note. Children who are deaf and hard of hearing are very much like children who hear. They play with their friends, help their families, and sometimes misbehave. They take care of their pets and go to school. In school, they learn to read and write and use computers. They study science and arithmetic and learn about the world. They do sports, put on plays, sing songs, and go on class trips. Moses and his classmates communicate in American Sign Language, which is often called by its initials, ASL. ASL is a visual sign language composed of precise hand shapes, movements, and facial expressions that are used to form words. Like any other language, ASL has its own grammar and syntax, its own way of putting a sentence together. For example, in ASL, I love my dog is signed, my dog I love. I am grateful to Gail Gilson and the teachers at New York City's JHS 47 School for the Deaf for letting me visit their classrooms. I thank Ashley Lockhart, a student at JSH 47, for letting me use her letter and drawing of a dog. And I am indebted to Dorothy Kohler and Joel Goldfarb, deaf teachers at the school, for the many, many hours they have spent helping me get the sign language diagrams in my book right. If you follow carefully the position of the hands and fingers and the direction of the arrows shown in the diagrams, you can begin to learn a few words in American Sign Language. On the first day of school, Moses and his classmates meet in the playground across the street from their school. It is a special school, a public school for the deaf. All the children are either deaf or hard of hearing. They communicate in sign language. So Moses here is signing, I go to deaf school. So Moses signed, I go to deaf school. So I go to deaf school is what Moses signed. Okay. Playtime is over, children, sang the teachers. The children stop playing and line up with a partner. But they don't stop signing. They haven't seen each other all summer, and they have a lot to say. My hamster gave birth to 5 tiny babies. Anna signs as she pairs up with Diane. I've got a cute new baby sister, Diane signs. She has no hair on her head. She is bald. Oh, so over here, Moses is teaching us how to sign a new baby sister. So let's see. A new baby sister, 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 sister. Just like that. So, a new baby sister, sister, sister. All right. Look, I am wearing my new hearing aids, John signs, and I am wearing new glasses, signed Moses. So Moses over here signed, my friend wears hearing aids. So, says, my friend wears hearing aids. So, my friend wears hearing aids. The school guards, Bernard and Jeanette, stop traffic so the children and their teachers can safely cross the street. The school guards are not deaf, but they know sign language. The crossing guards are keeping them safe while they're crossing the road. The children find their assigned seats and chat while they wait for their teacher. My Aunt Josephine sent me a beautiful doll from Puerto Rico, signs Diane. This summer we visited my Canadian cousins, signs John. Now they're coming up to visit us. They sent us a postcard with a beautiful stamp. I saved it for my stamp collection. I wrote a letter to my grandparents, signs Moses. They live in France. Maybe I'll visit them next summer. So over here, Moses is signing. I wrote a letter. So Moses signed. I wrote a letter. 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 Just like that. Moses and his 10 classmates stand when their teacher, Mr. Samuels, enters the classroom. Mr. Samuels wears hearing aids, too. Good morning, children, he signs. Good morning, Mr. Samuels. The children sign in reply. Moses wonders why the teacher is bringing a large boombox to class. In class, we stand, Moses says. So in class, we stand. Stand. So in class, we stand. Stand. Perfect. I'll show you guys the picture one last time. In the morning, Moses and his classmates go next door to the tech room where they work on their computer skills. You guys know computer. Can you do the sign? Great job. I'm sure you got it. Then they practice their reading and writing. Since ASL is different from spoken English, they must learn to read and write English as it is like another language. So deaf people have to learn how to write English because it's a different language. We will continue the morning lesson by writing to our pen pals, signs Mr. Samuels. Moses and his classmates compose their letters in ASL. They do it first on paper. Can we also send them our pictures? Moses asks. Of course, replies Mr. Samuels. The children photograph each other using the school's digital camera. Mr. Samuels scans the pictures. Moses drew of his dog Spot. Oh, Mr. Samuels scans the picture Moses drew of his dog Spot. Afterwards, he transfers the images to the children's computers. Here is Moses' letter in ASL. Can you guys see if you can spot the differences between this one and this one? So this one's in ASL and this one's written in English. Dear Mark, I'm Moses and Spot is my dog. I'm happy because play with my dog. I'm love with my dog. Why? I can help teach the dog things. I teach for the play. How know this? We can both play dog jump for bone. Your friend Moses. Then down here he has a picture of his dog Spot. Then this is the English one. Dear Mark, I'm Moses and Spot is my dog. I'm happy because I can play with my dog. I love my dog. Why? I can teach my dog different things. We play together. How? He plays with me and he jumps for his bone. Your friend Moses. He types what he wrote on his computer. Then he makes the changes that are needed to turn ASL into English. Mr. Samuels helps him. When Moses has finished the letter, he sends it by electronic mail to Mark at his school's website. When Mark logs in on the website using his password, he will see that he has mail. That's pretty cool. I know a lot of places have pen pals. During their lunch break, Mr. Samuels has written the words to take me out to the ball game on the blackboard. The children jump with joy. A song! A song! Now they know why Mr. Samuels brought a boombox to class. He's writing, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. With the crowd, buy me some peanuts. So over here, down here, Moses signed, I am happy. So, I am happy. All right. Moses and his classmates don't hear the music, but they can feel the vibrations and sign the words to the song Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts. And so let's do that together. So take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. Cracker Jack. Yeah, Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out at the old ball game. Okay, let's do that all again because that was really hard. So, take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. If I never get back, let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes. You're out at the old ball game. All right. Afterward, they make a circle and dance. The school day is over. The children put their books and pencils in their backpacks and say goodbye to the teacher. I'm glad you're a teacher, Mr. Samuel, signs Moses. On the way out, Moses and his classmates say goodbye to Jeanette and Bernard. Look at my new history book, signs Diane. We learned a song in class. Bernard smiles. Hurry, boys and girls, the bus driver is waiting. See you all tomorrow, Jeanette signs. So there's the crossing guards. When the bus stops in front of the apartment building where Moses lives, his mother and his dog Spot are waiting. I live in an apartment. So Moses down here says, I live in an apartment. So I live in an apartment. So A-P-T. A-P-T. Moses hugs his dog. How's the first day of school? His mother asks as they wait for the elevator. Great, Mom, Moses signs. I have 10 classmates. They come from many different countries, and all 10 are my friend. So over here, Moses signs, my dog I love. So my dog I love. So my dog I love. Moses unzips his backpack and shows his mother a picture, which Mr. Samuels took of Moses with his classmates. So this is all of Moses' classmates right here. Pretty fun. All right, so now I am going to take this pile of flashcards and I'm going to pull a few of them out, and I'm going to see if you guys can find things that match that sign. So, for example, like we did before, I'm going to pull out library. So see if you can find something that's from the library, like this book, or an activity from the library, because activities do have some, libraries do have some activities as well. So see if you can find something from the library. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 seconds. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you find something? Amazing! All right, ready? Let's see if we can find something else. All right. Help! For this one, find something that needs your help, or find something that maybe you need help with. Maybe a shoe that you need help tying, or a book that you need help reading, maybe. So find something that you need help with. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 more seconds. Ready? It's going to be really quick. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing, you found it. Okay, ready? Let's find something else. So for this one, see if you can find something to write with. Let me see. Well, let's see. Let me see if I can find one. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I found a marker in my favorite color, pink. My favorite color. All right, I'm going to put these back now. All right, let's do 2 more and then we're going to be done. Okay, ready? Now find something that you're sorry about. Sorry. So find something that you're sorry about. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All done. Okay. We're going to do one more and then we're going to be done. Okay, ready? Let's pick a really good one for this one. Okay, ready? We're going to do this one. Oh no! Find something you might eat for lunch. Okay, ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Did you find something that you might eat for lunch? Awesome! You found something that you might eat for lunch. All right. Now we're going to sing a little song and then we will be done. Okay? So let's listen to the song. And when you hear a song, when you hear a word that you know, see if you can sign along. Book, math, teacher, student, right, class, help, help. Can you dance? Right, math, science, school. Yay! Well, I hope that you guys are really happy to be back at school again this year, and I hope you guys have a really great school year. And I hope that you can maybe use some of these signs that we learned today to teach you some new things. So thank you guys for watching. I will link the alphabet colors and 1, 2, 3 and numbers, sorry, in the comment section below that I've done, because I think that those would also be helpful in the classroom with students and teachers and everyone. So I'm going to throw those in the comment section so you guys can check those out as well. And I will throw the flashcards in the comments if you guys want to use them. But I hope you guys enjoyed this ASL Live, and I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone. Have a great back to school year.